Welcome back. Want to look at these heavy metals. What are the sources? What are the sources? That's why I said that this study is very, very important, because nobody can escape from it, because we have natural sources of these heavy metals. These heavy metals naturally can be these heavy metals can enter into the water's ways, or even the earth, by volcanic eruption. When there's volcanic eruption, some of these heavy metals from the earth crust will just be pushed up and be washed into the waterways. Some of them can enter into the water through withering. That's the withering of the rock. As the rocks breaks, down, those heavy metals will be released. Yeah, some of them can also be introduced into the environment through natural leaching. So while the rock is breaking, the water is passing through the rock, some of these metal can leak from the rock and enter into the waterways. So these are the natural ways it can enter into the atmosphere. Or even erosion. When there's erosion, these metals will be carried into the sea. And there are other human activities that can introduce heavy metals into the atmosphere. We call it anthropogenic sources. Anthropogenic sources, like mining, through mining process, through metal processing, like people that work in industry that produce metal. As those metals, as they're breaking them down, they are entering into the atmosphere. So through mining process, metal processing, chemical, people that manufacture chemicals, through agricultural activities like through pesticides, insecticides, these chemicals, they contain heavy metals. By the time you apply your fertilizer and pesticide, some of them rain will fall and they will go down under the underground water. So industrial activity can introduce it. Even burning of fossil fuel, it will just release to the atmosphere, like lead. Lead has fuel, petrol has lead. So when it's burning, it can just enter into the atmosphere. Waste, like incinerators, you get electronics parts. While you are burning it to this remove it from that environment, those heavy metals are in the air, enter into the air to affect human beings. Transportation, like our petrol is laden with lead. So while the thing is burning, through the combustion tube, lead will be released to the atmosphere. Even household items like carpet, while you burn carpet and a lot of things, those things, as you burn them, it will enter the atmosphere. So heavy metals can get it. And those ones that enter through the waterways, our plants, by the time the plant is growing, they will absorb those through their roots. Especially those root plants like carrot and others. I will tell you food that are laden with heavy metals. So heavy metals, they are a problem because they're very toxic, and we cannot run away from it, because we need to eat food, we need to drink water. So there are a lot of ways that it can be introduced into the atmosphere. Fertilizers must be used, pesticides must be used. So these are the sources. We have the natural sources, we have human activity, that activity that can also introduce it. For now, that's where I will stop. In the next part, I will not tell you, I will list to you food that are laden with heavy metals and how we go about them, eating them, so that we don't eat them too much at a time. Thank you.